4 o'clock appointment should be in a little bit after that. That's gonna be my last appointment of the day. Yeah, it should be something real simple. They put in their notes, they just wanna, what do you say, a little touch up, just a little wash, a little dry, combing situation. It should be real simple. Just a little $50 service. Well, hey, I can use them $50 over here if that ain't nothing to you. It's something to me. I mean, she should be here in a minute now. Just got. Oh, dear Lord. I hope this ain't my next appointment. I don't mean to sound rude, but somebody just walked into the store with the rat's nest on their head. Ah, sweet. Oh, I'm on the phone. Oh, you're my 4 o'clock. Okay. No, it's fine. It's just a little, she said, a little wash and a little comb. And I only charge you $50. So, let me just end this conversation really quickly, and I'll be right with you. Pray for me. Please pray for me. I don't get it. I'm about to, let me see something. I might have to take a picture of this and send it to you. I don't know, maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Okay, one second. No, I'm just gonna, okay. Did you get it? Do you see it? She's standing right in front of me. Well, I can't turn her back now. I already took the appointment. I mean, I could probably say something like, my dog died or something. She's standing right here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let me end this phone call with you so I can go and talk to this quick touch up. Okay. Alright. Bye. Hi. So you're my 4 o'clock appointment. And you wanted something quick. And I just blow dry, a comb, a wash. I mean, I don't, a detangle, a shave maybe. You want to keep all your work? Of course. No. I signed up for it. Let's just get you sitting here right in front of me and we can get a closer look at it, yeah? Oh, no, it's fine. It's not that bad. It's not that bad at all. Your forehead is kind of big, but it's okay. Oh no. Okay. And just so you know, I'm not God. I'm gonna need him though. Let me just give a second. What's in this cup here? Yeah, that's my coworker's Debbie's cup. It's liquor in there, yes. I think I deserve something. What I'm looking at, you said, and I told over the phone, it's not that bad. It just needs a little shaping. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go into this section by section, detangle, comb, and I don't know what else. Okay, let me get a hair clip, and I'll be right back. I got the hair clip. Yeah, after this appointment, I'm gonna start needing people to send me pictures of what's in store for me. Okay, we're gonna just try and clip this up with this hair clip here. It's so much hair and not enough clip. Okay, we're gonna start with this front piece here, yeah. Okay. 1 second. Dear Lord, please help me through this. guiding me to the right way to get this done as quickly as possible. And please, Lord, don't let her break my combs and my brushes. You know I ain't got the money to replace it. Amen. Okay. Well, darling, not to sound rude or anything, I just want to know, how do you let it get to this point? Is it depression? I know all about the depressions. I get depressed so often I don't want to do nothing. But I got 2 beautiful baby boys to take care of, and I've got to push through it. Do you have anyone like that in your life? Because I think that everyone should have somebody that they love and they want to take care of. You know, like children, because it helps push them through their depression and emotions. Not saying that because you got depression, you're emotional, darling, but having something to fight for, it just gives you a little bit of a, you know what I mean? I mean, not a push, because you don't want to jump over that bridge or nothing, but it just gives you a little bit motivation to step away from the ledge of depression, if you know what I mean. Oh, it's not depression? Oh. Well, then honestly, honey, I don't know what the excuse is for this. Laziness? So you'd rather say you're lazy than depressed. Oh, your mom says that. Okay, and how old are you, darling? Oh, you're 16. Well, you have lovely hair for a 16-year-old. It's very thick and full, I tell you that much. I didn't know how thick and full it was when you called me, but clearly I do now. No, darling, it's fine. I think that you do have a depression, and your mama is just not trying to come to terms with what is going on with her baby girl, and she needs to do that sooner than later, because it is tearing you apart, honey. I can see it through your hair. See, most southern folks, they don't believe in all that depression mumbo jumbo. That's what they like to say. But I know it's a real thing, you know, and it's really not something that they should just say, you know, oh, you don't got depression, you're just lazy. They just don't understand until they got it or something. And like, it's not like contagious, but they wouldn't understand unless they had it. And a lot of southern folk down here don't want to hear nothing about no depression unless you're recollecting the Great Depression. Then they want to listen about something. But other than that, it's like they don't really give 2 shakes of a tail feather about it. And it's honestly sad, because your mama should not have let you get to this point, baby girl. I'm just cutting off those dead ends. They just got to go. They're dragging your hair down. They're dragging your hair health way down. So you were depressed and you didn't feel like doing anything, and your mama she didn't think to come in and check on you. All she would tell you to get your lazy tail up. Well, who is your mother? Really? Oh, I know her. Yeah, we actually went to high school together. No offense, but she's always been a bitch, so it doesn't surprise me that she's still one. Excuse my language. Yeah, I got a sailor mouth. At least that's what my mom would tell you. Well, I haven't spoken to my mom in ages, honestly, honey. And it's not something that I take pride in telling people. But sometimes you just gotta cut people out of your life, whether it's your mama, your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your cat, your dog. Whatever is causing you more stress than what you need, you have got to cut it out your life. I mean, Obviously, the things that's causing me stress right now is my own baby boys. But I can't just cut them out my life. They cause me, I call it habit stress. I mean, they stress me out, but I'm so glad I got them. I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. You know how it is. Well, you don't know how it is. You're 16, and I hope you don't know how it is because you got a long life ahead of you, and you don't need babies slowing you down right now. Okay? They are a blessing, but they are a blessing for when you're done collecting other God's blessings. You know, they're not the main blessing you want to be giving. If you are blessed with kids before any of your other blessings, that's fine as well. Or maybe don't go looking for that blessing first, okay? Maybe try something that'll keep you motivated to get up, like getting a dog. You know, dogs need love and nourishment, and they need playtime and walks and stuff, kind of just like my sons do. But they ain't gonna, you know, split you open. Yeah, babies are just a bit more responsibility than having a dog. Like, some dogs are pretty independent. I ain't met an independent baby yet. Just saying. But you also got to understand that dogs, just like babies, need loving, flourishing environments. And I feel like if you have a dog, it will motivate you to get up and, move around every now and again. You have really good hair. It's detangling much easier than I thought it would, honestly. Yeah, it's doing much better than I thought it would. Yep, and I'm just, you gotta sit still a little bit, girl. I'm just plaiting it up so that I can, get it all nice and detangled before sending you. Now, what did I do with the dang scissors? Here they go. And again, we have to get rid of all these dead ends because they are holding back your hair health. They are holding back your hair health. And the ends can start to die, and it's going to try to kill the rest of the hair with it, Of course. Now, this is going to take a little longer than I anticipated, honey. But after hearing your story, I'm still just going to charge you the $50. And we will call it even. I do want to say that the next time you feeling like a little bit depressed, like before you feel too depressed to get up and do anything, I want you to come to me and let me braid your hair down or something, so that we keep it from getting back to this kind of state, You don't be walking around looking like a madman. Of course, darling. That's not sanitizing. You put that in that lady's head. You're not finna get me sued. Go sanitize. I don't play none of that around here. I ain't finna get sued because they use unsanitized products in my shop, Okay. Oh. Okay. Bear with me now. Okay. I know. It's okay. We're gonna get you out of this funk hair and get you back into some fun hair, okay? Yeah. Honestly, I was panicking about nothing, if you want to be frank. Yeah, it looks a lot worse than it is. You should have told me that, girl. Feel like you at least ran your fingers through it once or twice. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying about the cutting people out of your life. I know it's strange to hear a stranger tell you that your mom was a bitch and maybe it's best to cut her out of your life. But your mom was a bitch. Yeah, I'm trying not to have your back too wet. I know some people can have sensory issues and stuff. So I'm going to dry you off after each spray. Just keep you nice and dry, if that's alright with you. Don't want that water in there. Yeah, because that's just, it's not really water. It's my own little detangling concoction that I make. I don't really sell it, even though everybody tell me I should, because it works wonders. I mean, it got this brush sliding through your hair like butter. And I mean, we seen her hair when it came in here. It was definitely given not butter. Not even, I can't believe it's not butter. It was given, honestly, cement, concrete, blocks, if you will. Sorry. That is totally fine. Because I am getting you together, girl. So you still in school? You in high school? Oh, you like it? What high school do you go to? I know it's only 2 in our county, but about the same one me and your mom went to. Yeah, she seemed like the type to do that. Probably wants to see all their pictures across the wall from all their cheer days. And want you to be just like her, but let me tell you, you don't want to be like her. Your mother was a grade A bully. I'm sorry. She was. And I'm telling you this so you don't end up like her. Don't be a bully. I mean, she was cool and popular, but she was always failing her classes and getting F's. And you didn't hear this from me, but having pregnancy scares all the time. I mean, I was going to the bathroom, and about 3 times a week, your mother was in here with a pregnancy test, okay? So, she might say that your depression is fake, and next time you say that, you tell her, don't tell her I told you that, but tell her that you know a little bit something about her, you know? Let it be known about her wild days, because those were some wild days, you know? And depression is real. I mean, look at your baby girl. This ain't lazy. Nobody is this lazy that they literally can't brush out their hair now. She needs to grow up already and let go of her high school years. Yeah. You didn't hear it from me, but your mama peaked in high school. And remember, you didn't hear none of this from me. But yeah, she peaked in high school, so she had always been like kind of a bitch to everyone, because she was like the gorgeous girl and the popular girl. But it all not there. You know, all the guys wanted to be with her and stuff, even though that's so cliche. But it's true. Sometimes it happens. It happened then. I don't know if it's happening at your school, and if it is, I hope it ain't at you. You like you got a beautiful brain in your head. I'm sure your mama would have had one too if she actually tried to use it. So what do your mama do now anyways, for work and whatnot? Oh, she teach yoga classes. Yeah, it seems like something she would do. I mean, don't get me wrong, yoga is a good source of exercise, keeping yourself nice and bendy and stretchy, keeping your old bones from collapsing. But you know, she always used to say she was gonna marry a rich guy and be a stay-at-home mom that does yoga, so she didn't need school. And now she's a yoga instructor, so at least she's doing one of the things she wanted to do. I mean, who is your father, darling? Really? Now that is actually kind of good news to hear. They stay together all the... Oh, they're not together anymore. Boy, that's something. I was like, they've been together forever. Surprised they're still together. Oh, here's my clip getting stuck in your hair. Yeah, I was about to say that. Surprising, because he was always cheating on her in high school, and she would take him back each time. And I remember one day her friends would tell her, like, girl, he ain't no good, you need to leave him. And then she accused her friend of wanting him. That was the funny thing. Her friend was like, girl. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole that had a 6-foot pole attached to a 3-foot pole. And I was like, damn, girl, she's not touching him at all. And then they got into this huge argument about him and about her, her friend trying to warn her about the cheating. And your mama, she was, like I said, she was grade A. So once her friend tried to warn her about him cheating, and they got into this huge argument in the hallway again. Her and, your mama and her friend, they were always arguing. Her friend was like, ooh, yeah, we got a huge knot right there. Okay, I'm gonna need you to sit as still as possible, girl. I know this is gonna hurt. We gonna have to comb through that knot, though. We can't brush it. We gotta get the comb out. Yeah, I remember that day. Honestly, it was so funny. So, your mama's friend, who actually we still keep in touch because she's really cool. I don't keep in touch with your mama, but I keep in touch with her old best friend from high school. You should ask her about it. Her name is Stacy. But Stacy and I, we still keep in touch. Well, one day Stacy was in the hallway and she had overheard a conversation between your mama's boyfriend, aka your daddy, and pretty much the conversation was saying, like, he was telling his homies how he had hooked up or linked up or whatever you kids call it nowadays with Mary Ann. Now, Mary Ann, she was what's the word you young folks are using nowadays? A bop. That's what it is. She was a bop. And she had a twin sister, Mary Beth. And they hated their name. So one would go by Ann and one would go by Mary. Obviously you could tell which is which. But Mary Ann was a bop. Mary Beth was a start-A student. They were two very different girls. But anyway, this story ain't about them, girl. It's about your daddy and your mama. So, her friend overheard your daddy in the hallway telling his friends about how he got together with Mary Ann and how she was just so much better looking than your mama, and as her best friend, she's like, I'm not gonna sit there and listen to him talk about my best friend like that. So Stacy stepped in and she was like, I don't know if you lost your fucking marbles. Oh, excuse my mind. There I go again. She was like, I don't know if you lost your marbles or something, but my best friend is the hottest girl there is, the hottest girl there will be. You cheating scumbag. Yeah, that's what she told him. And so he had was so embarrassed about it. He, told your mother that Stacy tried to talk to him and come on to him. And guess what? Your mother believed it. Now, I don't know what it was about this guy, because in my opinion, and no offense to you, your daddy is not fine. He is not fine. The finest guy to me, well, we ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole right now, are we? Anyway, because the story ain't about me, girl, it's about your parents. So, after your daddy told your mama that full bologna sandwich story, she believed every word of it that he told her. And she decided that she was going to confront Stacy in front of everybody in the school. And so that's what she did. One day in the hallway, Stacy was coming out the math class. We had that class together, so we was leaving together. And here come your mother trotting down the hallway as she does with her little mini cheerleading skirt on, And she always rolled hers at least twice, which was not needed because I mean the skirt was already very short. So it's to the point where like you can kind of see her booty cheeks, honestly, and I think she locked it like that. I mean, I know she did because she did it herself, but so anyways, that ain't the point of the story. That ain't the point how your mama was a little scampy. That's what the story is about. Now, she had decided, she was going to confront Stacy in front of everybody in the school, so everybody in the school could see her check Stacy or whatever. No, that's what y'all say nowadays, huh? I'm so hip to the lingo. But she wanted everybody to see her confront Stacy about trying to sleep with your daddy. Again, who I guess only found quality about him was that he was on the football team. He was the quarterback, I believe, running back, something back. He was something back, But he wasn't even the finest guy on the team. I think it was the quarterback 'cause that's like the most important player, right? Or something like that. Or at least that's the player that all the girls go for. I was like, ooh, he's the quarterback. And I'm like, it don't. In 20 years, this won't matter. But, yeah, so she comes up to Stacy, and she just like, Stacy right in the face. And everybody in the hallway is like so shocked because like, everybody knows these girls to be friends. Yet you just like smacked your friend in front of everybody. And then she goes on and Stacy's like, what the hell is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? And she was all like, you're sleeping with my man and how dare you? And Stacy like, what the heck are you talking about? I would not touch. That's what she said. I would not touch him with a 10-foot pole attached to a 6-foot pole attached to a 3-foot pole. And she was like, this is your mama. Your mama was like, I always knew you were jealous of me in my relationship. And you always tried to break us up. And you always said he was cheating when in reality you were the one trying to get him to cheat. And they got into this huge argument and it almost became a full-on fist fight. One of the teachers had to actually jump in and break it up. And the whole time, I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, she is really fighting for this guy I just seen kiss a girl in the locker room 3 days ago. And the girl was not him. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say nothing because I don't really like your mama. So, I figured if she wanted to go down that hole of toxicity, then I would let her drown in it, Why didn't I like your mama? Oh, the girl, that's a story for another day. Or another section of your hair. Who knows? If I got time or something to show this one, I'll tell that one. But yeah, so they got into this huge argument about it. And they got separated or whatever. Now, mind you, your mama, she's on the cheer team. And she truly and honestly believed that she was the cheer captain. But in reality, it was not her. It was Stacy. Which was another reason I felt like she was very mad at Stacy. Because she always like had this kind of look on her face whenever she was around Stacy, like she really didn't want to be around her. But your mother goes to the coach of the cheerleading team and she tells them that Stacy pretty much was trying to say Stacy, trying to get her kicked off the team, telling the coach all kind of things like Stacy punched her, Stacy hit her, Stacy kicked her, and the teacher is like, there is no video evidence of this. From what we see in the video, you actually put your hands on her, and then proceeds to tell her if she wants to stay, like you would tell your mama, if she wants to stay on the team, then she needs to fix her attitude or she will be booted off the team. And well, she didn't like that one bit. I mean, that made her blood seethe. She hated Stacy even more than what she did for, after hearing those lies. So she hated her even more at this point. And poor Stacy, she don't know a lick of why her best friend is now hating her. Even though I felt like her best friend always gave like vibes that she didn't like her. In Stacy's mind, this is all news to her, and she's trying to figure out what happened. And you know, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm a bit of a gossip, always have been. I mean, I get done when I gotta get done, but I want to know what's going on around me as well. So it's pretty much how I got the whole story. But poor Stacy didn't know what was going on. So one day she finally decided that she had enough of this, and she wanted to know why her best friend was ignoring her, and why her best friend would even fathom the thought that she would ever sleep with that man that is your father. No offense, again. And pretty much, so she goes to your mother and she asks your mother, and she's like, why would you ever think I would sleep with him? I would never sleep with him even if y'all weren't together. He ain't my type. And two, even if he was, I wouldn't do that to you. You're my best friend. And so then your mom was like, best friend, my behind, and like, you know, she was just doing all this yelling and screaming and telling Stacy she was gonna her. Yeah, it was just a lot going on that day. And Stacy didn't know what to do with herself. She was upset. She was hurt. She was crying. She was bewildered that, like, this is her best friend, and her best friend is telling her this, you know? Like, it was just something that she had never expected. I mean, she knew her best friend wasn't the nicest person, but to finally see this side of her, because I don't know if I mentioned this part, but your mama had been butt kissing Stacy forever, because like I said, Stacy was the captain of the cheer team. So in Stacy's eyes, your mother was the nicest girl in the school. Oh, darling, don't cry. It's okay. I know your mama she not worth the tears, girl. She was a horrible person, but she ain't worth the tears, trust me. I mean, she never did nothing to me personally, because I would have sent her down to her maker, but well, I said down instead of up, because your mother is a spawn of Satan. But you know, those are just my opinions. Just don't have to turn and face. Look at that. It only took us 30 minutes and we got majority of your hair already figured out. Now, I see you got these bangs on top of your head. Let's just part your face, darling. There's no need for those tears. Alright. I see you got these bangs on your head. Now, is that something you're looking to keep the bangs? Or do you want to cut the bangs? Like, what are we doing with the bangs? Well, first thing first is we got to get those bangs to stay bangs. You know what I mean? Because right now they're like flopping all over to the side and stuff. And we want your bangs to be bangs, right? Now, are we keeping the bangs? Do we like the bangs? Now, of course, if we keep the bangs, I do say that we should style them. I think I might got a curling rod or something. Let me go check up in the back of my closet or something, in my drawers, and see real quick if I got something. All right. So you're in luck. I was able to find some rollers. I don't normally do rollers, but I found these little ones. But that's okay. We can make it work. You know, there's a couple big ones up in here. There's a big one up in here. That's okay. We'll make it work, all right? We're going to start off with your bangs. We're going to make your bangs fall in 2 different directions. Is that okay with you? Because they're kind of long. And I know we said we're going to keep the bangs, but I'm thinking that maybe we should go for a new look, you know? We should let the bangs grow out and see how we like that instead. I'm thinking we should, okay? And as your new advisor for your hair, we're gonna go with what I said, okay? Now, I just got a question for you. Now, did your mother make you an appointment here? She did. Well, that is surprising coming from her. You think? You know, I just need to know, like, Do you think the women I described in high school sounds like the way your mother is now? I mean, I just need to know if she has changed. Even a iota of change is still change. I mean, I know since the whole not believing you got depression thing, which is just sad on her part. Like, you are her daughter. It is her job to protect you and understand you, and she did not do a good job at it, you know? And that is her job, to protect you and understand you and be there to comfort you, and she was not there, and she let you get like this, and that is just, it's shameful in my books. Honestly, girl, these curls might take another 30 minutes. I don't even know. It probably won't take that long. I'm just joking. Yeah, just kidding you. I can do curls in my sleep, girls. Now, for these bangs, though, they're kind of little, so they're a bit harder to curl than what I would like to admit. Give me 1 second to get them on this curling rod at least. Yeah, but, well, I guess since I decided I'm curling your hair now, I'll tell you the story about why I never liked your mother. Now, this happened way before high school. So we were in the 6th grade, and your mother sat next to me, and I was like, oh girl, what did I say about the tears? I am here for you, darling. You don't need them. And if you feel like you need to cut your mother off, that is totally fine. No one is judging you. Everyone will be judging her, because what is it that you did to make your daughter not want to talk to you, you know? Alright, now let me tell you why I don't like your mama, and you stop all those tears, okay? Now, we were in, what did I say, 6th grade? Yeah, 6th grade, and we sat next to each other in biology. And honestly, I think this is when your mother's reign of tyranny begun this year. So, I thought I had a hair tie somewhere up here, but I'm not seeing it at all. Okay, that's okay, darling. Just clip it together like that. Now, your mother decided that she needed something to say about me, to say to me like every day in this class. She just felt the need to mention me, you know? And I was that person that really kept to themselves. So I'm like, why is it that every day in this class, this one particular girl is just always up my coattail? Oh, don't fall. And back then, I was dating this guy, and it hadn't really clicked to me that that was the reason, because me and this dude, we've been dating all year, you know, so all of a sudden, I'm just getting these mean comments from this girl that's in my class, and I don't have a single reason, I can't tell you a single reason why she would be so nasty towards me. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. So one day, I asked her, and I'm like, what crawled in you and died to make you such a nasty, nasty person? You are literally evil. Like I'm saying this to her, like, you're evil. You're doing evil things to me. You're saying evil stuff to me. What is wrong with you? And she looks at me in my eyes and she says, I just don't think you deserve Curtis. And I am confused and shocked, and I'm like, what do you mean you don't think I deserve him? And she was like, I don't know, it's just every day I look at him and then I look at you, and y'all just, it don't click in my head that y'all two should be together. And then she proceeds to tell me, and she goes, I believe that Curtis should be free. Now, mind you, this is my boyfriend, and this is a girl that I really don't know for real, and she's pretty much telling me that my boyfriend shouldn't be with me, he should be with her, because they would look better as a couple than we did, which is like some of the craziest things I have ever heard in my whole entire life. But I'm like, okay, so this one is crazy. And then I tell Curtis about it, which I guess, you would think as my boyfriend, he would have taken up for me and said something to her about it, which he did, but it wasn't what I wanted him to say. It wasn't what I thought he was going to say at all. He tells her that even though she may be right, and even though we don't look like your typical good-looking couple, and even though he is, conventionally more attractive than me, that don't give her any right to tell me that. Which, I mean, that is a terrible way to take up for your girlfriend. So after that whole situation, I broke up with Curtis because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't muscle up seeing him every day after that terrible attempt of taking up for me. So I just broke up with him like a week later. And then a week after our breakup, guess who was trotting around the courtyard with him? Yep, your mother. So even after all that, and he said all that, he still went for her. Which honestly don't surprise me because, I mean, even though I didn't like her, your mother was gorgeous. So I see where you get your good looks from. Because she definitely didn't get them from your father. No offense. But yeah. Well, that's one of the main reasons I don't like your mother. There was another incident about the same way it happened. I was dating this guy she thought was out of my league, and she just had to have him. And so she just took him. And I just let him go. Because if he could be touched, then he was never for me to begin with. I was just temporarily holding them, and that's how I saw it the whole time. And then I would just give them to her, I guess. It's like, honestly, that was like how I thought about it. And then I started thinking about it like, well, at first I was thinking about it like she just is so much better than me that she's taking on my boyfriends. And then I started thinking about it in a different way. And that way was, she's taking my discarded toy. Like, if it can be taken from you, if you can be taken from you, he was never yours to begin with. And that's a motto that everyone should live by, honestly. Because once I started living by it, I couldn't have been happier. I found the love of my life, Richard. We got married, had 2 beautiful kids, lived in a nice house. I own a salon. I stopped letting your mother get to me a long time ago. If I had a boy and she wanted him and he went, I gave him to her. Willingly. There was no fight, honestly. There was none at all. Until I met Richard. Now, I met Richard when we were in high school. We are high school sweethearts. And your mother and your father were always on again off again, like I said, because of the cheating, but she always went back. So it was what everybody knew she was going to go back. She would go around and flirt with other guys, but everybody knew not to take her serious because she was going to go back to him no matter what. So, back to the story of the real reason I hate your mother. Oh, well, I won't say hate to dislike her. I met Richard in high school. He had just transferred to our school. He was a new student there. and he had the most gorgeous head of hair I have ever seen in my life, and he was just the most gorgeous man I've ever seen in my life. And he called me one day because we got this history class together, and he was like talking to me in all his sweet tones and whatnot, just laughing and talking and laughing and talking, and then boom, I dropped the bomb on him. And I tell them right then and there, I point it out and I say, look, if you in any way, shape, or form think that you're going to leave me and go with her, just do it now, because that's what all my other boyfriends have done. And I don't want to get attached to you if you're going to go and be with her. Because I had already knew, like, I felt in my heart that maybe Richard was going to be the one. But you know, I had to just let it be known that if that's what he wanted, then he was going to have to go to her now and leave me out of it. He looked at me and he said, now why would I go for second best when I got you standing right in front of me? And I smiled so hard, and we started dating right then and there. And we dated for a little while. And at the time, everything was fine, no drama, no nothing, until your daddy cheated on your mama again. And she's on the prowl now, looking for a new boy towards make him jealous. And who does she stumble across? My Richard. Now, I trusted my Richard like no woman probably ever trusted her man before. Who I didn't trust was that snake you call mother. No offense. But hey, that's how I saw it. Anyways, she had weaseled her way into our by our lunch table one day, and she comes up and she's just like staring at me. I guess she wanted me to get up and leave, but I wasn't just gonna get up and walk away from the table I was already sitting at just because she came over there and looked at me, you know. Most people did, but I wasn't scared of your mama, so I wasn't going over there. I hope I really do listen because it's not all the way in, but that's okay. It happened. So I wasn't going to just get up and walk away. Plus my Richard's sitting there, and why would I leave him alone with that serpent? Anyway, back to my story. She comes up to the table and she's, looking at me, and then she looks at me and she goes, can you give us some privacy? And Richard looks at her and goes, no. On God green earth would my girl get up and leave when she was sitting here first. And your mama's face, it turned so red, like she was red like a tomato. She was very embarrassed, and she looked at him and she goes, I mean, yeah, you're talking to her, but like, you could be talking to me. And then right then and there, girl, you okay? Right then and there is when I knew I wanted to marry Richard, because he said the exact same words he said to me, to her. And he said, why would I want to go for second best when I got the first place prize sitting right in front of me? And I was like, yep, this is the man that I'm going to marry. Like, there was no doubt in my mind that Richard was the guy for me. After that moment, and as I watched your mama stomp out that cafeteria, I had never felt more satisfaction in my whole entire life than that very moment. And I was so happy I could ask Richard to marry me myself. I wasn't even wait for him to propose. I was gonna ask him to marry me myself. And we have been together ever since, even though she did try to sabotage our relationship a couple of 100 times, honestly. Like one day I shouldn't even tell you this because that is your mother, but one day she sent Richard her nudes and then told me that Richard asked for pictures of her niece to be sent to him, and she sent them, and she was just telling me to be a girl's girl, and I'm like, you've never wanted in your whole life wanted to be a girl's girl. So I really didn't believe that Richard had asked for the names. I believe that she sent them because she wanted to spite me some way, somehow. And she knew that Richard wasn't gonna go for her because he had already made it very clear that he had the first place prize. He had the gold and he didn't want the silver. But yeah, so that's the reason why me and your mama never got along, and why we probably never will, because honestly, I don't want to see her serpent face. I mean, she could have changed a little bit, but a snake always sheds his skin but keeps his color, you know? You let that sink in. It may not sound like nothing now, but once you go through it, you'll understand it. It's just a little saying my grandma used to say all the time. A snake always sheds its skin, but keeps its color. Alright, let's break it down. Yeah, that one strangler ain't gonna do much to hold you. Alright, now you're gonna send you home. You're gonna go get you some nice, good breasts. And you're gonna take those curls out when you for school. And you're gonna have some luscious curls going down your back here. And don't worry, I'm not gonna charge you for the style. You sat here and listened to all my high school drama from way back in the day, so don't even worry about paying for the style. It's free. You're gonna look so gorgeous in the morning. But yeah, see when my little sprays let you go. You know, this concoction I make, good for detangling and making them curls hot. So yeah, you look gorgeous. You go ahead and head home, and you can pay up front the $50. You can go right up there to Barbara. She'll help you with payments. It's just $50. Sorry about that, girl. My throat is dry. Alright, girl. You go ahead and head home. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe. I hope you all are having an amazing morning, noon, or night whenever you're watching this video. And I love you guys. Bye-bye.